Everyone thinks that the loudest person in the room is the strongest. But have you ever stopped to think? Silence is actually sharper than any blade you've ever seen. Why is it that one quiet person can stand in a crowd of thousands and still be the most influential person there? Have you ever realized that your unnecessary words are slowly draining your inner power? Today, I'm going to share a secret art with you, one that will turn your fears and weaknesses into an unbeatable force. Being quiet doesn't mean you've lost. In fact, it's the ultimate strategy to win against any opponent. Every unnecessary word you speak wastes your energy, but every moment of silence adds mystery and weight to your personality. When you're silent, you aren't just listening, you're learning how to control everything around you. Taking back control of your inner world is going to be the best investment you'll ever make. And it starts with these next few minutes. Remember, a lion doesn't roar before it hunts. It stays dead silent and locks onto its target. Are you ready to discover the secret of that silent power? When the city is fast asleep, some people are wide awake chasing their dreams. But today, we aren't talking about dreams. We're talking about a real-life battle, a war where there are no weapons, only silence. Picture a high-stakes conference room in a massive tech company in the heart of the city. The tension is thick. 3 people are sitting there: Ryan, Sam, and Ethan. Ryan is the type of guy who never stops talking. He's restless, loud, and honestly believes that the more he talks, the more of a leader he looks like. Then there's Sam, the average guy who just goes with the flow and tries to fit in. But then there's Ethan. Ethan is different. Throughout the entire meeting, he hasn't said a single word. His eyes are calm, but they're incredibly sharp, watching everything. Ryan is practically shouting, bragging about his project. He isn't letting anyone else get a word in, constantly pointing out other people's mistakes and making sure everyone knows how great he is. His voice is literally echoing off the walls. In his head, he's crushing it. He thinks he's impressing everyone. But is he? The CEO, Mr. Thompson, was sitting in the corner, quietly observing the whole show. Suddenly, Mr. Thompson turned to Ethan and said, "Ethan, you've been quiet this whole time. Do you have nothing to say? Or do you just not have a plan?" The room went dead silent. You could hear a pin drop. Ryan smirked, looking at Ethan like he was about to witness a total embarrassment. But Ethan didn't flinch. He didn't panic. He very calmly took his file and placed it on the table. For a few seconds, he just looked Mr. Thompson in the eye. That brief silence felt heavier and more powerful than the 30 minutes of Ryan's constant talking. Ethan only said 3 sentences. "Our problem isn't the budget, it's our focus. We are spending more time talking about ourselves than listening to what our customers actually want. My plan is right here, and it's built on doing more and talking less." His voice was low, but it carried an insane amount of confidence. His calm vibe and his carefully chosen words impressed Mr. Thompson so much that he pushed Ryan's long presentation aside and reached for Ethan's file. Why did that happen? Because while Ryan was talking, he was throwing away all his energy and intelligence through his words. Ethan, on the other hand, was using that time to observe, analyze, and strike at the perfect moment. The truth is, silence acts like a filter. When you're quiet, you can filter out all the mental trash and noise. Your brain starts working with much more clarity. People who talk too much often accidentally show their weaknesses to everyone. The more words you use, the easier it is for people to read you, predict you, and manipulate you. But when you stay silent, you become a mystery. People are naturally intimidated by mystery, but they also respect it deeply. This happens in our everyday lives too, right? Maybe a neighbor or a coworker says something rude to you. Your first instinct is to yell back and defend yourself. But what happens then? You just dropped down to their level. You lost your composure and your royal dignity. Now, imagine if in that moment, you just gave them a small, knowing smile and walked away in total silence. Trust me, that person wouldn't be able to sleep that night. They'd be stuck thinking, wait, why didn't they say anything? What are they thinking? Creating that space in someone else's head, that's the real power game of silence. There's an old saying, empty vessels make the most noise. It sounds simple, but it's deep. Just like a deep river flows quietly, a person with a deep personality stays calm. Silence doesn't mean you don't have an answer. Silence means you're waiting for the absolute best time to give it. Think about a tiger for a second. When it's hunting, does it roar to let the prey know it's coming? Never. It doesn't even let its paws make a sound on the grass. It puts 100% of its focus on the target and moves in total stillness. And when it finally strikes, the prey has zero chance of escaping. Your silence should be exactly like that. Let your results do the talking, so your mouth doesn't have to. A lot of people think that if they're quiet, others will think they're weak or scared. But the reality is the exact opposite. It takes a massive amount of strength to stay silent. Controlling your emotions and holding your tongue is one of the hardest things in the world to do. The person who has mastered their own mouth has mastered themselves, and the person who masters themselves can conquer the world. Try bringing this silent power into your daily life. The next time you get angry, wait 10 seconds before saying anything. When someone criticizes you, don't snap back, just observe them. You'll notice that you suddenly have the upper hand in the situation. Unnecessary words take away from your value. So, talk less, listen more, and think the most. Silence is a luxury that not everyone can afford to carry. It's only for those who have self-control. It's for those who understand that true power isn't in a scream, it's in the stillness. If you can start cutting out the unnecessary noise in your life today, you'll feel a new kind of energy building up inside you. Your eyes will get sharper, your mind will get calmer, and your presence will start to command respect without you even trying. As we wrap this up, I want to ask you a simple question. Do you want to be the lion that stays quiet and hits the mark? Or do you want to be the loud one that everyone hears but no one fears? The choice is yours. If this conversation changed the way you look at power, and if you feel like that silent strength is waiting inside you, then welcome to the tribe. Share this with someone you want to see become stronger. And if you want to stay part of this journey and reclaim your inner kingdom, hitting that subscribe button can be your first silent agreement with yourself to start this new chapter. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay quiet, stay focused, and build your power. Remember, the world only truly listens to those who know when to shut up.